right, next we're going to do a stenciled picture. You can use lots of different stencils to develop your own designs. We're going to start with something simple to give you some ideas, and then when you get some and play with them, you'll make some of your own pictures. What I'd like you to look at first is we're going to develop a color blend in the background here. We're going to start with a magenta, then I'm going to spray down a yellow and go into a turquoise to develop the background here for our stencil picture. And then we're going to bring in a palm tree and an island, which is in the shadows as if the sun is setting, and we'll bring in the moon and the star at the end. All right? I'm using the same gun, my Badger 100 SG. I'm going to load up with magenta paint first. And I'm going to just put, again, we're working on just one nail, so I'm just going to put a drop in there. And always test your color off of your work to make sure you have the amount of paint coming out that you want. And we're going to do just a horseshoe around the tip of the nail here. This would be the part closest to your client's finger. I always try to keep polished colors towards the skin, colors that normally would be on somebody's fingers, avoiding the blues and the greens when I'm developing pictures because they seem a little stark, especially against fair skin tones. All right, now we're ready to move into our next color, which is going to be yellow. And again, just put a drop or two into the color cup. And now we're going to come a little further down. What we want to do is blend the yellow up into the magenta to develop just a little bit of an orange and get that vivid yellow on there. Bring that down a little bit so that'll be part of our water. And don't worry if you don't get the color blends exactly the way you want it, because we can go back and touch them up before we go into the actual, or even after the stencil design. And now I'm loading up with turquoise, and we're going to do the water, and this would be at the tip or the free edge of the nail. Again, just a drop or two. Always start spraying off of your work. And make sure you spray it real nice and dry. Build up your color as slow as you can. And slowly bring that turquoise up and into the yellow. We'll get a little bit of a greener blue there. All right, you can see that green developing in there. And you can move the finger around to get the colors right where you want them to be. I think what I'm going to do is load up with the magenta again just a little bit, just to touch the top up and bring that orange out just a little bit more. I'm going from blue back to the red. I just need to rinse it a second time here. Just going to give it just a touch of the magenta at the top. Develop that orange a little bit more. That looks a little bit better. Okay. Now at this point, we're going to put black into our airbrush, and then we're going to pick up our stencil, and we're going to shoot the palm tree and the island. So you just place the palm tree at the bottom of your nail, again pinning the stencil down so it's flush with the nail as much as possible, and slowly build up the black color. You can always blow dry if you get a little bit too much color out. All right, after you get the tree on there, go to the island and put that in just at the top of the water line. Build up your color slow. Make sure it's dry before you move the stencil. And then, if you want, you can put just a little bit of land down here by the palm tree where this person is getting this scenic view. We spray that in freehand. And then we load up with white and shoot in our moon and star. Alrighty, and when you shoot in the moon and star, don't shoot it too bright. Just put it in the sky there. If it looks too bright, it looks like you stuck a sticker on there. You want it to look like it was sprayed on, just soft and subtle in the sky. And there you go, there's your design. And then you would just go ahead to give it its gloss. Again, you'd go in and put your bonder. Remember to always lay the brush flat, don't drag the bristles across the design. And then give it about 3-4 minutes to dry. And you can glaze it and put it on your sample board to show your clients so that they can order that tip next time that they're going on a tropical visit or away for a holiday. This is a real popular nail when people go away on a cruise or something. Okay, we're going to move on now to a Chevron French, which is an advanced French nail design.